What's poppin' YouTube? This your boy, Caleb Pinson. Today I'm gonna be talking about a little bit about why I stopped doing music. But before I do that let me tell you how I got introduced to music. I got introduced to music at a young age, probably about 8 or 9, with a DR5. A DR5 is basically a beat machine. So that's what ended up happening there. I was making beats on DR5, and all of a sudden I couldn't figure out how to get back to it. So my uncle was like, you're gonna have to figure it out. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. So make a long story short, for that situation, I ended up not doing it. Then I end up really just in high school, junior high, just messing around with it just for fun. And then sooner or later, I just realized that even though I know somebody that does music, that didn't been in the music industry or whatever, I try to reach out to them, see what's going on. Got a little help at first. Then certain things happen. Then I was like, oh well. And then I was like, okay, cool. How can I get quality mixing, quality production, and not be like everybody else? So what I end up doing is I end up networking in Memphis. I end up networking in Memphis. So as I'm networking in Memphis, my rap name at the time was Polo Bag Shawty. So I'm just starting networking in Memphis. End up meeting somebody named Paul Tut, RP Paul Tut. And Paul Tut was really just putting me on game, was letting me know, hey, this is what you need to do. This is the things that you need to do. So he was just telling me, oh, you need to go get real beats from real producers. And I was like, okay, cool. So most people think a beat costs like $50. Now, some beats cost $250. Some beats cost $2,000, more than that. Depends on the producer. So basically okay, cool. I end up buying a beat from Cheffery the Kitchen. So I ended up buying a beat from Cheffery the Kitchen, and I was in a studio. I can't remember the name of it, but shout out to Mario. SC Studios, that's what it's called. I was in that studio. Duke Deuce was in that studio. Other big names was in that studio. So what I used to do was I used to just go record. You know what I'm saying? Go record. I had met Cheffery the Kitchen. I got one beat for him, and went to Atlanta. Met him in Atlanta. He did 2 Chainz, Starlito, Don Trip, Duke Deuce, and some other people. So mind you, I'm this dude from Tupelo, Mississippi. Don't really know much about music, but what I'm doing is I'm networking. I'm spending my money on gas to travel 2 hours. Mainly, I'm traveling 2 hours. So I'm doing all that, and then I end up meeting A.L. Owens. I end up just find out like he did a song by Big Boogie. I think it's called Find Your Love or something like that. So I end up DMing him. So me and him end up getting a good bond. So now I got a steady producer. So I'm in there just cooking up. Then, my bad, I went too fast. But before that when I started meeting him then I end up doing songs like Young Dun's Having and other songs like that. So I end up shooting a music video, Young Dun's Having. I went viral off there on Spade TV. It's like 71,000 views or something like that. So like, okay, cool. So the only reason why I took the video down is because everybody was like, dang, look, Caleb, it's a bad song, can't do that. But what I learned though is from Sexy Red and Black Youngster and all the other people is, I should have just kept that video up. But I was too busy listening to other people that never really done music before. What I mean done music before is they never really got paid for music. They just doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't really make any type of funds off music. They might be shooting videos or something that's cool, but they ain't really making revenue from it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn from that situation. So I end up getting with other people, and I just realized is that if I did the same thing when I had the song Young Dun's Having, and I kept repeating the process over and over in shop videos, got with somebody that shoot videos that actually rock with me. Because what I learned is that just because you give a person some money to do a job, that they're not gonna do a job to your standard. They're gonna do a job how they fit. Because a lot of times in Mississippi it's a lot about popularity. But me, I don't really care about popularity. That's why I went to Memphis. That's why I went to Alabama. That's why I went to all these other places, because of the fact it's like I never wanted to be local. Didn't care about being local. Not at all. Never cared about being local. That's just me. That's just me. Yeah, this raw uncut. So I'm just trying to sum it up, because if not, the video gonna be longer than 8 minutes. So then it's like I just really realized that people wasn't who they say they are. Like, the only thing I needed at the time was really the producers, a straight cameraman, and then spend my money with the DJs. That's the only thing I really needed, tell you the truth. But all that being said is, sorry that I skipped a lot of parts. If you want to know more in detail, hit the like button, and I'll speak more in depth on it. I speak more in depth on it. I'm just trying to sum it up for an 8-minute video, because a lot of y'all probably don't really care about all the details about probably who I met or different other stuff. Like, but if you want to know who I met, different producers I met, just hit that like button, come in, and I'll do in part 2, I'll do a deeper dive. But like I was saying, is the real reason why I stopped doing music is because I was spending money on it, and it's like the people that was around me wasn't really giving me good advice. Only thing they want to do is take. But when I realized that, I stopped fooling with them. I ain't never signed a contract, none of that. Stop fooling with them is because I realized that they not who they say they are. So if you're doing music, don't give up. Only thing I would tell you is make sure you got an engineer, or you can learn how to engineer yourself, make beats yourself, learn how to get network and get a great producer, and then shoot your videos, market it, spin with Spade TV, spin with Say Cheese, different stuff like that. That's all you need to do, basically. And then create a buzz and learn the business. That's what I did first. I learned the business. While everybody was talking about they was doing this and doing that, no, I don't care. If you stream my song on any platform, anything, I got to get some money off of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you're doing it for. You know what I'm saying? To earn some money for a living. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to cut this video short, but if you want to know more about my journey of music, hit that like button, comment, and hope you have a blessed one. I'm sorry that I ain't go in too much details. I just want to sum it up. And like I said before, I'm putting up reps. I hope you're having a blessed Wednesday. Now I got to get ready to go to my 9 to 5. Have a blessed one.